are back. Welcome to another episode of Sippin and Trippin. Well, it's your boy Slick Baby the comedian, Ms.Certified Cooper, and today we have a guest, Ms.Dotson.
Yes.
Ms. Dotson. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Slick. How are you?
Man, we're doing good. We always doing good. That's why it's called Sippin and Trippin. We're always doing good. Nigga makes everything better.
Okay.
Now, Ms. Dotson, we put you on the show because today we are doing a breast cancer awareness episode. And I wanted to make sure I came and brought you. I see that you have a really nice movement that you have going on. And I'm proud of you for surviving. Let's give a round of applause for surviving and beating cancer, because that's a real big thing to do. A lot of people die from that every day. We want to bring awareness today to the show. So we're going to be a little bit serious today in the beginning, then we'll get into our daily shenanigans.
All right.
So go ahead, tell me about what you have going on as far as where people can find you so they can be able to support, or if they want to do donations, because there's a lot of people that deal with this, but everybody doesn't talk about it.
That's
and
true.
A lot of people, when they go through it, they get into depressions and phases and stuff like that. So please tell me, how do you help people that went through the same tragedy that you went through?
Well, first of all, I want to, kind of tell my story a little bit of, having my mammogram every year. That's something that I do no matter what. So
Please, hold on. Everybody know what a mammogram is.
Okay,
I'm a dude. I'm the only guy on the show
and
today.
that's very, very important. So I'm
Yes.
going to get to that in just
Okay.
a second. But having your mammogram is very important because on December 31st of 2013 is when I was diagnosed. And it was early detection because of me having that mammogram.
Okay.
So of course I went through radiation, chemotherapy, and all of that. And so it was a gruesome year. Pain for a year, but with God's grace and mercy, January I will be 9 years.
All right. That is what's up.
But I think the most important thing, it's really important that, like you said, you didn't know what a mammogram was, because not only do women get breast cancer, but men get breast cancer.
What?
And men don't know that. Men can get breast cancer, and it's very, very crucial, that you may not go for a mammogram, but you do want to. Don't be afraid of your body. Okay, so men and women, don't be afraid of your body. When you're taking your shower, you need to massage your breast. You need to massage in round circles underneath your arm. So if you feel a lump, you go to the doctor, men, because men, you're going to die if you do not go and get it checked out. If you ignore it and think it's just something,
Oh my God.
men, to be a man is to go get yourself checked out. And that's very, very important. So I like to make sure that when, I'm out and I'm telling my testimony and I'm talking about early detection and getting your mammograms and going to the doctor, I also let men know they have to do the same thing, because I didn't know that until I went and gave my testimony and there was a man there. And that's when I found out. Because, see, we're ignorant to things that we don't know.
Yeah.
So it's always good to research these things. And it's very important, to do that.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I was today years old when I found out that men can have breast cancer. I did not know that. Sean,
Yes.
have you got your
Well,
hooters checked out?
you just have to be funny. It just have to be something funny come out of this, don't it?
I'm just asking.
For your information,
We
yes,
don't wanna
I
lose
do,
you, Sean.
because cancer runs strong in my family as well, so I can about reach to the point to where you're talking about. I have an aunt that has breast cancer. I actually have two aunts that have breast cancer. Like, cancer is through my family, period.
Yes.
Like, all of it. So I am not a big fan of cancer, but I do support the different cancers that I have in my family versus, being a very big supporter of breast cancer, because that runs heavy in my family as well.
Yeah.
So,
breast cancer is the number one cancer that's out there. And another thing that's very important to, us brown-skinned people, that a Caucasian will get cancer more than an African American will get cancer. However, African American is going to die
Exactly.
more. And the reason why is because we're afraid. We're afraid to go to the doctor.
Definitely.
We're afraid to hear what they're going to say.
Definitely.
And unfortunately, we have some doctors out there that you can go to the doctor, but they're not going to care. So we have to put it out there.
Yeah.
And that's true. That is the actual truth. When I saw it, mentioned on TV the other day, I'm like, oh wow, they're actually telling the truth. But we do have some out there who are not going to care about us brown-skinned people. So we have to care about ourselves and our other brown-skinned sisters and brothers and get this word out there because it's very important. We want it for everybody, but we want to make sure that those stats can decrease when it comes to our African American women. And you're out there, you can't get to the doctor, you're out in these rural communities, you don't know what's going on, and you're just going to sit back and you're not going to do anything. And that's not a good thing.
Well, I have a question. Like, when you found out that you had it, what was the reaction for your family? Because, like, I understand a lot of people go through things and like to keep it a secret. Like, a lot of times you don't want to tell your kid because you don't want them to worry, or you don't want to tell somebody because you don't want them to start treating for the academic.
Right.
Like, because a lot of people need that support team. Because I'm pretty sure the support system and the support team that you had made it the transition a lot more easier.
Yes, it was amazing. Rosalind went with me, and when they told me, Rosalind, my older sister, went with me, and when he walked in, and he had this really funny look on his face, and he said, "Nobody told you your results?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Come on, hurry, tell me. I got to go. I got things to do." And then when he said, unfortunately, that was it for me. I didn't hear anything else. I'm crying, she's crying, but she's still listening and paying attention a little bit more than I am. So then, of course, we go home, other sisters come, my niece Pam come, and then my daughter Jasmine. That was the hardest thing for me to do. That was the hardest. And, I was like, oh my God. We had just lost Mama and Daddy within 3 weeks of each other. Then we had lost Wayne, and then my brother Wayne, and then I'm like, I can't do this to the family. I've got to fight, and then I've got to share, but I've got to fight. So the hardest thing was telling Jasmine. She came in, she fell out, and she's like, Mama, why? Why couldn't it be me? I said, baby, it wasn't meant to be you. I said, it was meant to be me. I said, because it was meant for me to get out here and share my story and, get the word out for early detection and just continue on and keep getting my mammograms and keep living. Because the longer I live, I can help somebody who's going through, who might go through, who've already been through. Because everybody knows somebody who's going to get it, who has it, or who had it, and who's passed on.
I think the thing about it with us, especially in our black community, when you hear cancer, the first thing we think is death.
Death.
That's the first thing you think, like.
And it is.
Yeah, and
Yes.
because you never want to, like she said, my sister was paying more attention than I was, because at that moment it triggered in her mind, I'm finna die. Because that's the first thing that, people think about when they hear cancer, because it's a lot of people that do die from it. So a lot of people help educate these people and let them know that it's not a death sentence, and to get the facts to find out if you can help yourself. Because a lot of times most people who do die of it is because they find out in the later stages.
Exactly.
And like you said, go get tested. People take care of yourself, because we only get one life to live. There's no reset. And I want people to understand, just because you have it does not mean it's a death sentence.
That's true.
My father beat it twice. But I know that his initial feeling as soon as it happened was, I'm finna die. Because when you hit cancer, first thing I
That's
said,
the first thing, because that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then I said, now it would be a lot of nights because I would be in so much pain.
Yeah.
I would wait till Jasmine was asleep, and then I would be in the bathroom in the tub bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, I didn't know if I was going to die, but I knew the pain that I was in, but then I knew that I had to be strong.
So when did you realize that it was something that you could fight and not die from? Because you bawling, you wasn't paying attention when it first happened. Like, when was it your next visit when you was like, okay, this is fightable, or they didn't tell you it was fightable when it first happened?
When my doctor, which is amazing, Mark Cooper, when he told me, you don't worry until I worry. Now I
Okay.
do remember that, but
Okay.
I'm thinking in my mind, that's what you say. You're standing there, but you don't have cancer.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it probably took me a few months actually, you know, to like realize, okay, am I gonna die or am I not gonna die? You know, but going through the test and all of that kind of stuff, having the biopsies, you know, them sticking needles like this far down in you, and you know, you're just sitting there like, oh my God, you know, I had to have 2 biopsies, you know, and then having tubes hanging from you, and you know, you go in this big metal box room for your radiation. They slam the door and you're in there, and the first time I went in and I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm sitting in here in this room hooked up to this machine. What happens if there's a fire drill or a fire? Because you can't get out. You know, so
I always used to worry about that. I had an MRI one time. I was like, what if the power cut out? Like, how they gonna get me out of here?
yeah.
You ever seen that little thing? That thing clanking at his
I'm
loud.
just scared as heck, you know. I'm like, and then I'm like, okay, this is just maybe 6 or 7 minutes. Let me just, you know, just think. But during the surgery, I had what's called a mammocyte.
Okay.
And a mammocyte is where they put this balloon inside your breast.
What?
And that's where they give you the radiation from. So you're having these little tubes hanging out, these little metal things, and then they hook that up to the machines. So I had to have an MRI twice, in the morning and in the evening, to make sure the balloon had not moved. You know, and even to today, I still have scar tissue that hurts every day of my life.
Oh,
So I have to rub it because it was really hard and big, and year by year it shrinks. You know.
I've seen some women had to have their boobies cut off.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Some people do.
Why do they have to have it cut
I didn't have because if it's spread, then you're definitely going to probably be recommended to
Cut 'em
you
off.
know, yeah, to
That's to keep it from spreading to other
to
parts of
other
the
parts
body
of the
as well.
body. You know.
So that's why my next question was. So you didn't have to have yours cut off.
I did not.
Apparently, you still have boobies.
Yes, I do
Okay.
still have mine. During my surgery, they took one lymph node, the main lymph node, and tested it. So mine did not spread, which was a godsend.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, I know
but
you're a
what
woman. That's
some
gotta be
women
a
do
terrible
have,
thing to have to lose.
yeah, mastectomies, and you know you can go in and then you can get fake ones put in if that's what you want to do. But me, I said that if I was going to, if that came down and I had to make that decision, then I would be like, hey, take them, and then I'm going to walk my chest.
Yeah.
You know,
My thing
because I feel that hey, I'm alive.
She does it proud.
I don't have to have a breast. You know, no, I don't.
You could
Because I
have
have
did
life.
saved the booby fund. We could have got you some implants or something.
Well,
We
you could have done that
We
if
would
I
have
need
definitely
them.
done that. I
You
think
know.
every woman should have boobies.
But-
That makes you a woman.
And
Now,
some,
what makes you a woman is when you're a fighter.
when you're a fighter,
That's
You
what
have to
makes you a
fight.
woman.
Wouldn't that just make you a fighter? You trying to say us men are not fighters?
I'm not saying that. We're talking about women. You said what makes you a woman is having boobies. No,
Well,
that's
you know
not what
I mean.
makes
The
you a
physical
woman.
aspect, y'all know what I mean.
Well,
You know,
I mean, any man would know that she's still a woman.
yeah,
But it's the scars that make her even better woman because she's a fighter.
true.
because the same thing could happen to you.
Exactly.
You could have
and,
yours
and
cut.
your titties are
My
not
tits-
big.
my
Well, they
tits-
almost
you know
my
me,
size, but
you know me.
they're not.
So mine
just-
are big in the right way. Mine are not big as in
yours is
like
big as in my
flat.
size.
Mine are
but
big. I like
we're
this.
gonna-
You know, the
No,
difference.
not Hercules breasts. No, they're not.
Okay.
They're like man boobs.
No, they're not
But-
man boob.
What we're trying to say is,
You seen do a man boob?
Yeah, I'm looking at one.
No, you have not.
Oh God.
That's just you
I'm
joking.
really
You
looking
have
at
man
one.
boob.
No, but anyway, but yeah,
Monty
'cause
has
I
man
have an
boob.
aunt that has breast cancer. She had both of hers removed. She wasn't able to catch hers at the early stage like you was. I have a cousin that was actually 4 years younger than me that died from breast cancer, and we celebrate her every year. Every year for her birthday.
She found out too
Every
late.
year to her. I think she kind of found out she had this one type of breast cancer that will leave and it'll come back in a certain amount of times. And it is that such thing.
And it is. You can.
And
You can.
it will leave and it will be gone. She'll beat it, fight it, go through it,
And it'll come
be
back
done,
years later.
and it'll
that's-
come back. But hers
what
came
would that
back so
one called?
consistently. I don't know. I wish I'd have known we was gonna do this. I would have had all this information with me today.
I call it the herpes of cancer. 'Cause it goes and it comes back.
No, it's worse than herpes.
Well, it goes and it comes back.
No, it's worse than herpes.
I'm just saying it's the herpes of
No,
cancer.
it's not.
Okay.
Herpes is not that bad.
But it does go and come back.
It can. It does not always go and come back.
I'm
Not
just saying.
everybody will, their cancer will come back. It's just depending on the type, because there are a lot of different types of cancer.
What did they tell you to stay away from for you not to have your cancer come back?
I mean, you have to be very careful about what you eat.
Mhm.
I should not be eating and drinking dairy. I know better, but what do? I do it all the time. You know, like, because I'm telling you, I love my, caffeine. You know, I love my sodas. You know, I love my chocolate chip cookies smashed up in my pineapple sherbet ice cream. You know.
Well, you gotta live a little.
That's my go-to, you know. So you have to be processed foods,
Okay.
you know, things that they just
Definitely.
throw together and throw it in a
Definitely.
plastic bag and throw it on a shelf, you know, things
Okay.
like that. So you really need to eat clean.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna stop and pay these bills right quick. We're gonna take a break and we'll be right back. And come back and we're gonna be right back here. And this is breast cancer that we're gonna talk, we're gonna educate our people about it today. We'll be right back to Sippin
And
Trippin. Welcome back to the second half of Sippin and Trippin.
Hey, we on point right now.
Oh yeah, we're on point now. Now, if you have just tuning in, the guy on the couch is now here.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah, he finally made it.
CP time.
Yeah, it's okay. I asked him what took him so long. He said that Dunkin' Donuts had the light on. So I get it. You know, they have a light for him. They shoot a what's the name in the sky like with a fat guy. He knew it was calling him, so he had to go. So he had to go and
Show
get
was
this,
good.
yeah.
Now what they shot was a spider in the sky,
You know what?
and he had a donut in his hand. and it, whatever the things is, he got. Yeah,
And they
on
put
the donut.
They put the little microphone and said, "Sweet."
Yeah.
You already knew it coming. All right, but we are back, and today is our Breast Cancer Awareness Day. But we are educating and learning more about breast cancer. We have Ms.Dotson here that came to speak with us to educate us and to let us know. And us just finding out that you need to go get your breast checked. Because men can get breast cancer too.
Okay.
You know, I'm serious. I want you to
You
check
go
your
first. I go.
No, we're going to go together.
No, we ain't going together.
The one
Y'all
thing
go
is
together
movies
and
go
you
with
hold
first.
hands
No,
like
we ain't
brothers.
doing nothing
You
like
don't
that.
want to hold hands going there?
No,
I'm scared, man.
I believe you.
You seen that machine?
I've seen your A cups.
That machine, like, they
See,
squirt.
both of y'all got man boobs, so both of y'all should go at the same time to support each other.
Not like
Don't you
that.
think?
No.
Yeah, that's what I think. But if just rub them.
Just do the massage in the shower.
Just-
Just do the massage in the shower.
This is a PG-13
Guess what she
show.
was telling you how to do it. You're supposed to
Just
circle
learn your
motion
body,
around up
Yeah.
under your
you
arm and
know,
your breast.
and, you know, just kind of, tap it, pat it, rub it.
Down. Oh no.
Smack it out, flip it, rub it down.
Oh
Oh, no.
But you got, in the shower is the best because you want it to be lubricated, so you don't want it dry. So in the shower is the best
Make them
for
horny.
men and women.
No, I'm just thinking about what school I can go to because I can just touch boobies all day for a living.
You don't.
no. But why don't you just go touch
First
your
of
own
all.
in the bathroom? You have men do this. I'm just saying. You ain't got to
That's cool.
You got your own stuff. Make sure
Why
you're
why
right.
you getting started? Why you getting started? We're trying to be peaceful today. Let's get it peaceful. Now, we wanted to ask you a question, like, as far as the marches and stuff that y'all been doing going on, when is the next one? Because Sippin Trippin podcast will definitely be there. And we will definitely donate and come and support.
Okay, most definitely. We just had it on October the 15th. So one thing that I like to tell people, breast cancer doesn't stop in the month of October.
Mm-hmm.
Breast cancer is 365, right? 24/7.
Yes.
So I will start January 1st fundraising again. But the the Making Strides Breast Cancer Walk is not until October. We don't have a date yet because we have to plan all of that through the year. But I start my fundraising back again. My goal this year was $5,000, and as of today, I'm at like 3,807. You know,
And you
so
hadn't even started for January?
no, because I haven't hit my
Goal
this
for
year's
this
goal
year.
yet,
Oh,
because
okay.
I have until December 31st,
Okay.
right? So anybody who wants to donate, you most definitely can cash at me at $CDOTSON Survivor. That is $C.Dotson Survivor. Because I would love to hit that 5,000.
Okay. Definitely. By going to your cash apps kind of seem a little like we're gonna buy you a new car or something. You trying to
When you
Most
go
donations
to
are-
my Cash App, just make sure that you do put your email address in there so you can get your receipt because it is tax deductible.
all right. There you go. See, we'll stand shit first, you know?
Only to him.
Only to him, only to him.
Now,
and
is
I
it-
do have sponsor letters that I
Okay.
send out because if you donate, if a company or even an individual donate at least $500, then their name go on the back of my T-shirt as a sponsor. So when we're walking in front of these thousands and thousands of people, then they're going to see that name on my team's shirt. Anybody, please join my team, please.
Well, I know Sippin
need people
Trippin is
to
definitely gonna do it.
play, and then join the team. MakingStrides.com, you know, and MakingStridesNashville.com, and then you can just look up my name or Team Mama C, TEAM Mama MAMAC, and that Team Mama C came from Slick, the big head over here, his older daughter, that's my goddaughter, and she couldn't say Cheryl, but she could say Mama C. So I've taken that name with me throughout, so that's the team name, and you can donate. And I do have sponsor letters now, and I will have sponsor letters as of January.
I think that y'all should be able to do more marches. Like once a year, like you said, it's not good enough. I think we should be able to try to put something together to where you can do one for breast cancer, autism, cirrhosis.
There are walks.
whatever.
There are walks. There are walks out there.
I mean, put them all together in one walk.
Well,
But they're
the
different.
money
Is it like
goes
days?
to
I'm more sick of you. Like, I'm glad.
because you have the American Cancer Society. That's where Making Strides, that money goes there.
Okay.
If you have an autism walk, that's going to go there.
Yeah.
If you have a lung cancer walk, that's going to go there. So you can't put all the money into one pot.
Right.
Okay? But you can walk for every single thing because every month is a month for cancer. And what I always still like to tell people too with the American Cancer Society, it's not just breast cancer, it's cancer.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
all cancers.
Oh.
So we recognize all cancers because Mama passed away with pancreatic. My brother Wayne passed away with throat and lung. So it's all cancers that I support. My sister Hope, you know, with I just had a brain fart.
That's okay.
It's cool. I had a real for it.
Oh my.
I hope not.
She had colon cancer. So, you know, that's celebrated in March, you know. So every month you can help somebody.
Right.
Because the most important thing that we need to, you know, let people know, we raise money for research. Because we don't want to just keep pushing money into people going to get mammograms or going to, well, we do for mammograms, but going to the doctor, going to surgeries. We want a cure. Right? So everything that I wear, I'm like, let's cure this thing. Pray for a cure. This year my shirt was gift a cure. You know, because you want to cure it. You don't want to treat it. You want to get rid of it. You know, so the money goes towards that. The money goes to, we have a Hope Lodge. I don't even know if anybody knows about the Hope Lodge that's on Charlotte. So if you have someone that has cancer, any cancer, and you don't have a place to stay, and that person is having surgery or anything, you can go to our Hope Lodge, and you got lodging free, food free, while your person is going through what they're going through. But that is funded by the monies that we raise throughout the year. You know, ride share, rides to the doctors. And you would be surprised at the number of people who don't have a way to go get a mammogram or to go to the doctor or to go get their chemo or to go get their radiation. You know, so the money takes care of so many different things. You know, we have a lot of women who, I rocked my bald head for a while and my hair is finally growing back, you know, but for wigs, for a lot of different things, you know, so please donate today, y'all. Donate, hit me up.
Now, there's one thing I do want to ask. I've heard there's been people been cured in other countries with cancer, but one reason down here they don't want to do it because it's too profitable. A person having cancer makes the hospital a lot of money. Like, it's a lot of money. Like, I'm dead. This is not even a joke. The joke's coming after this, but it's a cure.
I do believe down in my heart there is a cure for like all cancers, because everybody sitting in this room has some type of cancer in their body. It's just laying dormant until something happens, and something may not happen.
Not me.
You know, so but anyway,
I got divorced for my cancer.
okay.
Yeah, my
But
cancer.
that could be. It could be. I don't speak on that kind of stuff because I don't know the facts. But the facts that I do know is that we have got to hit up our congressmen, you know, and all of our people, you know, up in the White House and everything, and say we need to lower the age where a young lady can go get a mammogram if she has a history, a family history of it. You know, because my daughter is 34 years old. So she needs to go have a mammogram, but they don't want you to go until you're 40. So we advocate, you know, I'm an advocate for the American Cancer Society, so I am a member of that, and advocating to try to get the age limit lowered, and really get it lowered for everybody to get these mammograms, because again, early detection is what's going to save your life.
Yeah, and I was telling, you know, earlier when we was in commercial, I've been getting my breast checked since I was 13.
And see, that's awesome, because they would not. They would not let my daughter.
The only time they would do it if there's like someone that's real close to you, like you being her mom, she should be able. I don't know why she's not, but she should be able, because I was going and my mom's sister, 2 of her sisters have it. We just found out about one not a couple of years ago, but her sister that had it before her, that's had it. My son is 26 years old. She had it 26 years. And when she found out, I've been going ever since then.
Wow.
So that's been a long time. And then before then, I have like ovary cancer in my family.
Ovarian,
so
yeah.
I've been going when I sense anything wrong, I go to the doctor, because I never know what it is, because of the simple fact how the cancer's running the females in my family. Right. Not just the male side, but the female as well. And it's super strong in the female side. You know what I mean? So like it's like female organs, period, is taking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm constantly there. So
it's the insurance companies that are not wanting to pay. You know, our insurance is terrible here, you know, in the United States, I think. But in you know, in a sense, I tell people too, when I was going through my cancer, thank God for my job that I had at the time, you know, and thank God for the insurance that I had at the time, because by the time that I had to go through all of that chemo and all of that stuff, and taking a shot called Neulasta, because I would get sick, and it would help me not get sick, and that shot was a $4,000 shot. My insurance paid every penny of that. That's something that I didn't have to walk away with. I didn't have to walk away with the $300,000 or $400,000 bill at the end of the year when all of my stuff was over. I walked away with a zero bill, you know, because I had met my deductible and I had met my out of pocket. But you got people out here who don't even have insurance at all.
Even if they got good jobs, they still don't get it because
they still
it's so
don't
high.
pay for the insurance because it is so high. It's so high.
I have Obamacare. He cared. I just want to ask Sean, when you get your attitude checked, because it's bad, when you get that check too, when down there next time. That's all I have to say.
We was closing in the 5 minutes. I was waiting for you to say something silly. go ahead. Do something else.
But like, we thank you for coming on the show today,
Yes,
and
indeed.
we and you, I, as a woman, understand your fight. Okay, so I applaud you for everything that you're doing. I wish you the best. May God bless you on everything forward, and we gonna
Thank
pray
you.
like hell that it don't continue to run through your family like it has mine.
Yeah, well, I just had a first cousin that had a double mastectomy on September the 29th.
Wow.
And her sister passed away, I don't know how many years ago. She had cancer as well. So it runs in my family, but you know, like I said, you have to donate so the researchers can
Right.
get out there and research this thing and you know how to cure for it.
Exactly.
Because it's gonna happen. One day it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So
Don't nobody run in your family.
No,
nobody but him.
no, they don't run that much.
Don't
I'm a
even
very
jog.
stagnant family. They
Don't
don't
even
run,
walk
they don't run
fast.
too much. They don't really do too much of anything.
Only
They really don't.
Alright, that's good. That was good. I like that. Interesting.
I never knew that we
So
had.
now that you know that you need to go get your man boobs checked.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go so you get your attitude checked.
He already played with his titties in the shower.
I do, and I ain't feel no rubber yet.
Well, that's good. Keep playing with them.
If I don't,
Or have anybody play with them.
if I don't, who will?
Yeah. As long as they play with gently.
Definitely,
Yeah.
self-love comes first.
Gently.
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 Yeah, don't be
I'm
rough.
out of,
Don't- you
yeah,
can't be
I'm a
rough
little
with
aggressive with myself, so I'm gonna have to not be like that no more. But you said gently and lube. You said.
Yes, it is.
It's just the soap. Not just the wet grease. Just the soap.
And I thought lotion was just for downstairs. What? I didn't know I could use it upstairs too.
Alright.
It's very educated.
Only.
And I think like you said, I think a lot of people, honestly, all jokes aside, we did learn a lot today because a lot of black people don't know. You know, when you said mammogram, I thought you were speaking in the language. Mammogram, what's a mammogram?
What?
I'll make sure I pronounce
We
right.
need
Mammogram.
to learn more about women for real, though.
He need to learn
I'm
more
not
about
one.
him. Not just women, him.
I'm trying to figure myself out. You want me to jump to a whole new species? Nah, I'm good. Tell me what it is to get here.
You ain't there yet. You're not there.
I'm not.
You're
I'm
not
still
there.
fighting out things as a man. I ain't no man get testicular cancer.
What? Y'all got
Testicular.
Yes.
Yeah,
We don't have them.
Tactic. Boy, shut up. He done messed up my life. It's called prostate.
Because y'all got balls.
They ain't really got balls. They just got things hanging from the bottom of the
cancer.
penis.
Well, you gotta
Try it one time.
Yeah, basically. Testicles, testicular cancer.
It's getting stuck in your head.
It does. Like it will not roll off. Like Sally Shell, she still about it. Yeah. Huh?
Prostate is.
I would feel less of a man if I could had to cut my balls off. I definitely would. Only good thing I could make no more kids. Like that would be like a plus and a minus. But
Well, you don't need no more no damn way. So I mean, it really don't matter.
hey, these are my seeds. Whatever I want to do with them is my business.
Just throw them out the window.
I ain't never seen you babysit for me once. So I don't care about your,
I will.
your opinion.
I will.
No,
I will.
People always want to tell you stuff when it's over. You ever got whooped on something like, man, you know I'm a homeboy, man, could have got you a discount. That don't mean
Oh,
nothing,
what?
man. No, I'm just saying when people tell you stuff after the fact.
Well, you have your kids every Wednesday. You never call and say, Sean, can you watch the kids for me while I go do such and such?
Yeah,
No,
but
you
my
did
week
not.
they
I
hit
don't
from
want to hear
Wednesday
that.
all the way to Monday.
Well, I
And
don't
Wednesday
know
to
that.
Monday. Sean, I call, what you doing? You know, I got kids. All right, well, you have fun. I'll call you back. Sean ain't never nothing.
Listen.
Like, literally.
No, I haven't. But what I do want to say is, if you need me to watch your kids, I will. But you don't have that.
I don't want them to get your bad habits.
They got yours. I mean, yours is worse than mine.
Yeah.
At least I'll be able to teach them a little bit of good home therapy.
I can see you now.
You
leaving
screws
with
them up.
I have to leave with you for 1 week. Next thing you know, my kid coming in. Can I have some MF cereal? Like,
I mean, okay,
I'm
so
Sean talking
that's what he's
about
gonna say. Really? That's what you gonna say?
I want my kids.
I would
nice.
not have your kids cussing.
Sean, you can't have a whole sentence without cussing.
Yes, I can. See, there it is.
It was 4 words.
Yes, I can.
No, that was a slogan. That was a whose slogan was that? Yes, I
Yes,
can.
I can.
I mean,
Clubs.
The club. Yeah, that was a club.
Yes, I
Nutty
can.
Professor.
Nutty
Yeah.
Professor. Yes,
That was, that's not no good advice.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Oh man, what was Obama's slogan?
Yes, I can do it.
What was Obama's
Yes,
slogan?
we can.
Yes, we can.
He a thief. He stole that and just changed it to put a weed.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, and you know
Get
what?
insurance.
Yes,
Yes, we can.
And you got it.
And man, been there 8 years. All we bring was insurance. I think Michelle did more than he did.
She has a book.
He ain't got no book.
He don't need that. She wrote one.
I know. She did
About
more work
him
than
and
he
her.
did. Okay, well,
Well then,
Well-
people.
People.
we're gonna get ready to wrap this episode with Sippin and Trippin. Thank you, Ms.Dotson, for coming and having a little sip and trip with us.
Mama
She
C.
drinking Coke. She said that
Mama
she cannot do that. This Mama C. Right. We try to get her to sip because you know this is like drinking. We try to make sure we get everybody a little taste of something. She said no, she can't do it. So I think that's one thing you gotta cut out too also in going through the process. Drinking is bad.
Drinking is bad.
Yeah, I hope I don't catch titty cancer because I would just be dead.
That's it. It's just not breast cancer. It's just cancer period. So I hope you don't catch any kind of cancer.
Yeah,
because
it's
I don't
always
know
the
what's
rules.
gonna happen.
It's the rules for me.
I just don't know what's gonna
I'm
happen.
a Taurus. We don't like
Cool,
following
baby.
rules. It's the rules. for
You
me.
don't like
Let's
to
go
follow
pray.
rules.
Said the person who came in here the second half.
Says the man on the couch.
Says the man, okay, how he blessed us or something. I can't.
Yes.
He's talking.
Good. I can't see waiting to get where you went.
You're welcome.
Well, anyway, thank y'all for coming. I'm Slick Baby the comedian. This is Sean, Certified Cooper, and Monty, the guy on the couch Hicks. So we are up and we are out of here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Sippin
And Trippin'.
All right, thank y'all so much. We have another episode.